Hello, Prayerful Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I am so happy to be with you today. Today is a wonderful day. I'm just celebrating with gladness, and maybe perhaps part of the reason I'm celebrating is I'm remembering that today is a very special day for me. I am celebrating 20 years in ministry, and it has been a wonderful blessing for me. Um, I've just had an opportunity to be in sacred service, which I consider to be a spiritual practice, and to support people in healing, and to also move through my personal healings. That is the reason I'm so happy to be a part of spiritual enlightenment and truth focused ministry, because our job is to awaken people to their spiritual magnificence through spiritual practice. And this month, we're leaning into the wisdom of Ernest Holmes. And a key part of healing is not to limit ourselves. And Ernest Holmes says, never limit your view of life by any past experience. We've got to forgive the past. He goes on to say, love is within us, and we get to remember love. And that's the basic essence of what we're doing when we're practicing spiritual practice. So, with that in mind, right now, I'm going to invite you to join me in what we call the Heart Lock In. This is brought to us by the Heart Math Institute, and it is a wonderful way to anchor ourselves. So we're going to do this very short meditation and then move into prayer. And the first step of this process is just moving and just anchoring in the heart. The way I like to do it sometimes is just take my hands and place my hands over my heart, and we begin to breathe. Now we're going to breathe in a particular manner today. We're going to breathe in through our nose on the count of 5, and we're going to exhale through our mouth on the count of 5. Let's begin. And just pay attention to the movement of the breath. And now I'm inviting you to remember a moment of deep appreciation, a moment of compassion, a moment of care or kindness. And my moment of deep appreciation, kindness, and compassion takes me back over the years when I have facilitated the Wednesday noontime meditations. And what I'm remembering is the energetic of that moment. Just simply having a moment of quiet and a moment of peace for every single person that came into this space. And I'm remembering songs like There Is Only Love by Karen Drucker. I'm remembering how it felt to simply release the weight of the world. And I'm remembering also the beauty of that experience. And I'm inviting you right now to recall your moment. And if you're unable to recall your moment, I invite you to just embrace my moment. And as we're embracing these moments right now, I'm inviting you to bring them forward right now into the present. And I'm inviting you to anchor that a moment. And that moment I'm focusing on is the emotion and the energetic of peace, of calm, and how this energy can go before me and prepare the way. And because I'm engaging in the world today and remembering that I am a field of influence and affluence, and that my energetic field can impact anyone I come into contact with, I'm just magnifying this energetic right now for myself and for everyone I come into contact with. Feeling the energy of peace, feeling the energy of calm, and allowing the wisdom of this moment to expand, influence, and touch everyone and everything I come into contact with, creating a space and a world that works for all. Just breathe that in right now. And I'm just going to slip into the spiritual practice of prayer. Just knowing that there is definitely one life. And that life is God's life, and that life is fully present. It is alive in the here and now. That wonderful energy, that power and that strength is alive and thriving. And it is in the echoes of life, in the beauty of life, in the strength of life, as the source of life and the creative expansion and expression. And so in this very moment, I honor that wonderful presence and acknowledge that presence right where I am, centered and poised deep within me, knowing that I am simply an instrument of the divine, and the divine abides and fulfills itself within me. And as I speak this word this morning, I'm acknowledging that same power and that same presence within everyone that is hearing this prayer, within anyone who is experiencing the gift of this moment. And in this very moment, right here, right now, I remember and know that there is only love, and that loving presence is the power and the strength. It is the foundation in everything and every experience, and that it fulfills itself right now. So what I'm knowing is we're uplifted to the place of the Most High, and that in our travels today, the presence of the divine abides. It fulfills itself, bringing peace, calm, and allowing for the creative energy to flow and expand itself. I'm acknowledging it as the wonderful demonstration within our work, within our workplace, within everyone we encounter and come into contact with. I'm acknowledging and knowing that this wonderful presence and power is the divine light that expands itself within all of our relationships, including our family life, that it is the sacred anchor, that it is the vision and the wisdom of spirit in action, fulfilling itself abundantly and prospering each and every one of us in our finances. I'm acknowledging it as our growth and our understanding. And most of all, I know that it is the divine fulfillment, moving, expanding, and enlarging itself as our experience. So what I'm knowing today is that today is indeed a day of joy. It is indeed a day where universal laws supports perfect good, fulfilling itself within me, around me, and through each and every single participant within this Purple Heart experience. And I know that it enlarges itself and blesses the world. So, in this space right here, right now, I simply release these words into that sacred yes that we call universal law, knowing that these words have power, that this is a moment where we affirm and say, Ashe, I know these words have power. And as we do this, we all affirm by saying, and it is so, and so it is, and so it shall be. Amen. Gently open your eyes and be in this moment. And as you're in this moment, I invite you to have a blessed day. And if you're liking what you're experiencing on this app, I also invite you to share this app with a friend, a family member, someone that can use it. And in the meantime, if you're loving what we're doing here within this ministry, we invite you to move and go to the seedfm.org joyful giving page and just send a wonderful blessing. Your financial blessing will support this ministry in continuing to do its sacred work. We are a nonprofit organization and we thrive. I'm going to say these words. We thrive off of your giving. Thank you. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow.